Okay, so we've got some cool stuff in today. We have a single package of bricks that's going to be for a really awesome build, so we'll get to that. We have a package from Brennan Huff, who helped with my 10183 crocodile locomotive video, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. But to start off, this is a book by Holger Mathis, or Matt, I guess that's how you say it. I'm not really sure. You'd think it'd have an I if it really was Mathis. I don't know. This was something I've definitely seen in from other YouTubers and stuff. It is just chock full of cool stuff. So we've got full-on instructions to build some really cool trains. I don't know if I'm really going to end up building any of these, but I'm mostly looking to learn some new techniques. I'm getting a bit more into not necessarily mocks, but modding other people's builds and just trying to learn and build myself up to that. It looks like there's just so much in here. I haven't really looked through it that much yet, but I'm very excited to check that out. I picked this up on Amazon for like 20 bucks or something. It really wasn't that bad. Well worth it, I would say. I mean, this is quite a bit to check out. So I guess the retail price is $25 in the US. But yeah, be sure to keep an eye out for this. You can find it used on eBay and stuff pretty cheap. Okay, so this is the one from Brennan Huff. Let's get this opened up. I'm going to be real careful. Let's see. Okay, so I'm actually re-recording this for a few reasons. But again, this is from Brennan Huff. These are the posters for the Hobby Train set. I wanted to get one of these. He had found a seller in the US that had 4 of these. So he ordered all 4 at once, 2 for him and 2 for me, and then sent them over. So I really appreciate that. They're actually much larger than I thought they were from looking at the scans. So you've got the 30 builds here, and the crocodile, of course, by Holger Mathis, the author of the book we just looked at. You can see all the builders there credited. But the reason we got 2 is because, oh, it's upside down. It is double-sided. So this kind of talks about how the set came to be and everything. And it's just got some really cool pictures. I think this is great. I can't wait to get this hung up. And you can see there were many models that didn't make the cut into the set. And I've even seen people make their own mocks from the pieces, which is pretty cool. So that's that. He sent me, oh no, how do I fold this back up? Shoot. Well, I'll do that in a second. He found a pretty good frame to put these in, so I'll probably end up ordering the same frames from IKEA. I have some other posters, but I haven't been able to find them, so I'm hoping to get those framed if I can find them first. But he did include a note here. Hey Brian, thanks for all you do. Of course, this poster started a new rabbit hole. If you look at the back of it, there's a picture of initially almost 80 models. Yikes. Yeah, absolutely. Stay awesome, Brennan Huff. So I really appreciate it, man, and appreciate all the help that when I did my Hobby Trains video. So that'll be linked in the description below if you haven't seen that. He is planning on building all of the models at once, which is quite a lot of pieces, quite a lot of work, but you can check out that video for the status of that project when that went up. And he's been steadily working on it ever since. So again, big thanks for sending these over. Okay, so this is the package of bricks. This is the only, well, there are some more bricks, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's get this opened up. Okay, so this is going to be a build that I found on Reddit by the account ZackAttack's. I think there's some letters and numbers after it, but it's different for Reddit and YouTube, but I'll link to both of them in the description. I thought this was just an excellent mock. It's a green locomotive with some Octan accents, which of course spoke directly to me. And I had to kind of reverse engineer it from the pictures, but I've pretty much got the exterior down. I just had to do some things differently. But I am really excited about that. So I've got just a bunch of green bricks I didn't have. I needed these guys to make the little ladder that goes up. That's 1x6s. Needed a bunch of these 1x4 and 2x4 green tiles. I had a fair bit of those, but not that many. I needed some of these wedge plates and bricks. There's some 1x2 plates in here, and that's going to be funny in just a second here. But there's some 1x1s, 1x6s. I had like a half a cup, a pick-a-brick cup of 1x4 plates. I had bought those as a temporary thing to join monorail tracks together, but I did eventually get a bunch of light gray from a seller in Germany. So these are some of the snot pieces that we're going to use in green and white. These are the ones that were used on the Maersk locomotives as well. Some of these double clip guys, used a bunch of those. I almost didn't go, but I went to the Lego store recently. Just kind of hoping, you know, I'm like, well, I mean, I keep, you know, finding parts I've got from Pick-a-Brick months later, a year later, and be like, man, I'm glad I have a bunch of these. Just like the 1x4 green plates. So yeah, I got a bunch more stuff. We got some 2x6 blue bricks. That's an entire slug that goes all the way down. There's the 1x2 green plates. That was a new one on the wall, so I picked up a bunch of those. So whatever I ordered here, I didn't really need to. But what I like about getting bulk from Pick-a-Brick is, you know, these are all going to match in color fairly well. For the most part, their white bricks are awful sometimes in Pick-a-Brick. I don't know what's going on. I almost think Pick-a-Brick is like where they try to unload all the white bricks that didn't turn out great or something, because they're like pre-yellowed. I don't know how to describe it. It's just, I don't like the way they look. So we got, oh look, we got a bonus round tile in there. But yeah, oh yeah, I got a bunch of the, I think I need some of these for the build, but I didn't need that many. But I went ahead and picked all these out. A lot of times at my store, at least, they'll have two bins that are kind of mixed bricks, and you kind of have to dig through and find what you want. They have these 3x3. I think that's dark blue. But I try to pick up just these. I might need this as a filler brick somewhere. I haven't really built anything in light blue. But it never hurts to get some extra tiles and bricks. Got more 2x4 white tiles. I already have a bunch there. I had some of these clear stick pieces. I'm not going to try to pull it out of here because that's just going to make a mess. Okay, so I lied. There's one more package in this quick little haul video, because there's a couple pieces in here I might end up using. Okay, so we got it all in one bag here. I got another light bluish gray plate, or train base, so that'll be for another Maersk wagon. This is a Power Functions LED light. It was only like $6, so I threw that in. Lots of train wheels. I think another dozen or so. Some of these 4.5 volt wheel. They look good. I just need the rubber for them. They had some 9 volt electric plates. These look, that one looks better than this one, but I need to figure out a good way to clean those. Power Functions motor. It was less than $10 apparently, because I bought it. And I had these. I guess I kind of thought these were printed, but they're stickers. But I thought that could come in handy for this locomotive. And I do have some other stickers I could use. And a couple more fence pieces. So, nothing too special in here. I guess they had more doors for like the Maersk containers. Just kind of random parts, but I guess I wanted to show these just in case I ended up using those, but I don't know if I will. Oh, there should be, where are they at? First off, I got the decorative sides for a Power Functions motor. Yeah, they had some 12 or 4.5 volt train wheels, so I ended up buying 4 of these. I think they're about $2.50 each. But that seems to be a pretty fair price for them. So I went ahead and picked them up just in case I needed them in the future. So, okay, now we'll get to the green Octan locomotive. All right, well, here's the completed build. I think it looks quite good. It's something I'm very happy with, and I'm glad it doesn't, it's built very differently from all the locomotives I currently have. So I like that. I like the step up here. and I've just got a pneumatic hose connecting those just like he did. I like the little ladder going up each side there. And of course the Octan printed tiles are great. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. And we've got, let me get it back on the track here. Up top here, these are the stickers from the Maersk locomotives to get that kind of fan look going on. And of course it is 9 volt. If you, let's see, I don't know if I can do this on camera without destroying things. Okay. It was a little bit of a trick to get everything, so there's not really any room for, you know, powered up or anything like that. Originally I had it, you know, 4 wide with studs going out, and that's what connected to this outer layer here. But it just didn't look right, and it didn't have the right spacing. I was kind of looking at the ladder on his build to get just the right amount of overhang for the ladder pieces. And this was the way to do it. I just needed to use a couple more plates and put the bricks with studs on the side, just right there in the middle. So that was important to me. I wanted to try to build it just like he did, to the best of my abilities, just from pictures, because I thought it looked so good. And we're using a dual 9 volt setup here. I might actually swap that out like I did with the other Octan locomotive. Actually, let's go ahead and do that now. So let's pull him up here, and we can run him all the way around to the other side. And I've got my little control panel here. So yeah, we've got the lights on the Octan station here. And then this regulator also powers the switches. So we can switch one, and then go ahead and back him into the siding here. And then we can switch 2. Switch that back. Nope, wrong one. And we'll pull this guy around. And so this is probably still going to be kind of an Octan locomotive, but it's just, you know, adding this tile. That's basically all I've done. I did a video on this build. It's based on the 3677 set, but it is much shorter. I thought it looked a little more to scale for it to be shorter like this, but maybe not. It was just a preference thing for me. This is a power functions motor in the back here. And I have a video talking about that, how I modified the motor and put a 9 volt plug on it, and it just plugs right into the other motor. I could have done that using the wire from the motor going up inside here, going to extension cable, and then going to a 9 volt cable to get it down here. That's way too much work. So you can watch my video on dual motor locomotives to check that out. And whoop. See, that's, if you ever have an issue with your couplers, go ahead and just kind of pull up on either side until you hear that magnet kind of get into place like that. And I pretty much have to do that anytime I switch between, whoop, I got a derailment there. Switch between these 2 locomotives. So I'll go ahead and switch it back here. So let's go ahead and, oh. I need to switch both of these. Pull him over into the siding. And then it's what? Switch 2? Yeah. So I'm pretty stoked with it. I like it. Let's see if that took or not. Yep, that's fine. Then of course I've got my passenger train over there, just kind of hanging out. So it was really fun just setting up a quick 9 volt setup like this. I rarely take the time to do these kind of things. You know, it's always for a video. But this was kind of a simpler setup with just 2 tables. Got the Octan stuff in here. All of these builds, including the forklifts, that's all by hauling bricks. You can check out my videos talking about those builds, and I have more of that kind of stuff coming in the future. So let's just go ahead and shut these down. So again, I will have links to the Reddit post and his YouTube channel for ZackAttack, the designer of this locomotive. As of now, I don't think I will be releasing the IO files for this because, again, it's not my build. I would need explicit permission to release that publicly, and certainly wouldn't charge for it. Most of my instructions are free. And even within the idea of instructions, I don't think I've really built this perfectly. Oh yeah, that's the fan kicking on. It's actually pretty quiet, but these 4.5 volt lamps actually draw a good bit of power, and it does cause the regulator to get a little bit hot. It's not too bad. I've got the fan programmed to kick on at about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and then it kicks off at 80. And I've got, you know, more switches if I want to add more stuff later. But that's pretty much it. If you like talking about Lego trains, that kind of thing, you can join our Discord. It's free to join. And if you want to help support the channel, you can join our channel memberships, get access to videos early. And a huge thanks to the channel members for helping keep the lights on here. That's it for this video. We'll see you in the next one.